There we go. We got it. We got it going. We're getting so good at this. Last beer review for this evening. We have, and this is again another one of these things I got from my Bishop Cellar purchase from the other week that showed up this week. This is another from Tanner Brewing Co. And if you recall from last night, we had their alt beer, which had apparently gone slightly bad. It was unfortunate. Hopefully this will not. This says it was brewed in 5/24/25, so much more fresh than what that fucking alt beer was. It's their wheat beer, German Hefeweizen in style. They say, and again, Tanner Brewing Company is like bigly. I'm using one of the fucking Orange Goblins words. I shouldn't be doing that. Largely influenced by their German heritage. There's a big strain of German heritage through Nova Scotia. So yeah. So they say paying homage to our German heritage. Okay, I think I read this off the can for the alt beer before. Okay, this is the spiel I want. A German wheat beer fermented with traditional Hefeweizen yeast. Brewed using a modified recipe to produce more malt character and weight. So we're expecting a Hefeweizen with more body to it, I guess, is kind of what I think that's what I'm reading here. 5.2% alcohol by volume, 14 IBUs. So German Hefeweizen, we're going to be expecting like lots of banana character, I guess. Maybe some spiciness, coriander, perhaps. And generally a lot of carbonation. Usually German Hefeweizens are fairly highly carbonated. So I got me a big-ass glass for that, just in case. So let's see. See what we think here. They're saying this is going to be a heavier body than a regular run-of-the-mill German wheat beer, which is intriguing, I guess. Oh, there's our courteous, considerate neighbor on his fucking motorbike. So it looks like a brilliant orange on the camera yet again. I wish this camera could make that turn into what I'm seeing in real life, because that looks amazing. It's a much more like almost golden straw gravy in color. Pretty hazy. And another thing I would expect is to be hazy. Generally, Hefeweizens unfiltered. If you're going to filter it, it becomes a crystal Weizen. And why would you want to filter a wheat beer? Because you basically just take all the flavor out. So let's not do that. Oh, look, here we go. Oh, we got a long time viewer, CB Fall, saying, "Hey, Lee, how you doing, sir?" Craig Bird himself. Hope you're doing well today, sir. And yeah, we're going to go right to the aroma. He says he's doing well indeed. Oh, I got to show comments on stage. There we go. That should do that. Is that going to... maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if another comment gets posted. We'll see if that pops up there. So yeah, I'm getting the classic notes. Not as intense as some Hefeweizens I've smelled, but it's straight up. You get that weedy, musty kind of thing going on, that grainy, musty thing. You get a whole nice little heap of banana-ish aroma there, a banana note from the yeast. And there's a spicy coriander component to it as well. Undeniable classic German wheat beer in its aroma expression at the very least. So we're going to go to the taste now and see if it fits the bill there as well. Cheers. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they say they try to up the body on this, I guess, like to give it more heft, and they've definitely done that. Like this straight up comes off like medium bodied to almost full. It almost feels like I'm drinking a milkshake. Now, it's not viscous or like anything like that, like looking at it. It just looks like a regular beer, but it definitely feels like there's more to it. A little bit more heft, a little bit more of that body. So the banana aspect of this comes out in the flavor as well. It's a little bit, I'd say, muted for the style. Usually you expect like a really big sweet banana note. This is definitely a little bit lower than that. It's there. It's like a banana bread that has not been overly sweetened. Like, like you buy like a banana bread, like a commercially produced banana bread at a store or something like that. There's a good chance it's probably a little overly sweetened. This tastes more like this is the banana bread mom made kind of thing. Like it's got that kind of bready, weedy malt thing going on, a little bit of banana sweetness from the yeast coming out here. I imagine there's maybe a teeny bit of like sweetness from the malt as well coming out. But it's very muted. It's much more mild. And then you get a little bit of a coriander finish. Definitely not as intense as a finish I've had from other Hefeweizens and just, over the years. Like I can still fondly recall Propeller's Hefeweizen when they made it years and years ago. That had a big old coriander kick. That had like some intensity to it. That was an amazing beer, an amazing example of the style. This is a more muted version. It's weird. They've upped the heft to the body. They've made it a more substantial drink as far as like mouthfeel and all that. But I think they've dialed down the flavor aspects a little bit, and that's not a bad thing. It tastes good. It's a good sip. It's a good drink. See how it fares as it's warming up here a little bit. Yeah, like the that sort of spicy aspect to it. It almost just it's almost like baking spice kind of thing that's like just kind of works with the sort of mild banana bread overall character of the thing. It's a pretty well balanced beer. Barley, hops, yeast, water, and wheat. Yep. Traditionally different. So yeah, I mean, honestly, that fits. They've gone for tradition, but they've changed something a little bit in it. And yeah, it comes off as a much milder version of Hefeweizen. It doesn't have as intense that like 1-2 punch, that banana yeasty sweetness, and then that spiciness in the background that you would expect from a more classic version of this style. So it's an interesting diversion. Would I prefer this to be more in tune with what a straight up just exemplar of the style to be. Would I like that more? Yes, I would. I'd rather have this much more intense, but this is nice. So, style wise, I'm gonna sit this at about I'm gonna go 7. I think um, I think this is an excellent beer that could be done much better. Like the body on this and everything, that's interesting. And if the banana and the spiciness and stuff was bigger, that would probably be really interesting with that bigger body and everything. Like that might be really good. That might be, we're bordering on 8 or 9 for style at that point. But we're going to sit it at a 7. My own personal preference, I'm going to go 6.5. I like it. Would I buy it again? Maybe. 6.5 kind of puts me on the fence there a little bit. Like maybe a 6 would be like, I'm probably not going to buy it again. 6.5, maybe I'd buy it again. Maybe I'd be in the mood. I'd definitely drink it if anyone handed it to me. It's a really good beer. There's no denying that. It does the job. It does the thing. I just wish maybe it did a little better. Just a little bit better. But I like it. I'm not complaining or anything. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is good. Tanner Brewing Company, their wheat. It's an interesting, milder version of a standard German wheat beer, Hefeweizen. And yeah, I like it. If you can grab it, if you can find it, try it out. You might like it. I think probably the best comparison to it that I'd think from like a bigger brewery would be like an Erdinger. This is something close to like the regular Erdinger wheat beer. In its sort of flavor profile, because like the regular Erdinger is kind of like, it's not really a Hefeweizen, it's kind of like really like a more of a mild German wheat beer. Honestly, it's very kind of like it's okay, but there's not a lot going on. I think this is more in tune with that, honestly. So you might like it. We got another comment here from CB Fall. Very cool review, Lee. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. So yeah, done. We're gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. CB Fall in the chat, as always. Thank you, sir. And anyone else who watches, thank you. And we'll be back when we're back. I don't know what I'm going to be, reviewing in the future. We'll see what happens, whatever shows up, or when I'm going to do it. I know my reviews are not as frequent. I kind of just like tend to space it between a few weeks or whatever, where I'm just, if I buy beer, I'm buying like go-tos and maintenance beers, and then every once in a while something new pops up on the shelf that's not like a New England IPA. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll try that. But generally when I walk into an NSLC, almost all the time the new beers I see, like 90% of them are New England IPAs. And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just gonna grab my go-to staples, and it's like I've already reviewed all those, so that's fine. But yeah, cheers, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Goodbye.